R.I.P. to Shanquella Robinson. Toasters, we really got to be careful about who we call friends. I know that word is thrown around very loosely, just like the words love and hate, like and dislike. But a lot of us don't even know what a true friend is, because we're not a true friend to someone, and so we don't know what a true friend looks like. I'll break it down really simple on what a true friend is. What a friend is. A friend is someone you want by your side when you're at your lowest. But you also want by your side when you're at your highest. Also, that same person wants to be by your side when you're at your lowest. And they want to be by your side when you're at your highest. So they want to lift you up, encourage you, strengthen you, but they also want to celebrate with you. They want to mourn when you mourn, but they also want to be joyous and shout when you shout in celebration. When you win, they win. When you hurt, they hurt. That's a friend. Many of us don't have that, but we're so loose with the word, and we bring people into our circle, into our world, into our universe, our lives that shouldn't be there, or should only be there for a season, a short period. And it brings us a lot of hurt, a lot of dismay, and can bring death. It's okay to have people in your life that you don't consider friends, that are just associates, or I guess kicking partners. But the confusion comes when you think a kicking partner or an associate is a friend and they don't see you that way. These people that Shanquella went to Cabo with, they were not her friends. Now, if you don't know, Shanquella Robinson is a young girl who is dead. The Mexican police are saying there's no foul play, but it seems to be foul play. There's an investigation going on. It seems like Shanquella has a broken spine, cracked skull, but they're saying there's no foul play. Yeah, that doesn't add up. The stories from her so-called friends, the traveling partners, are not adding up. There's some inconsistencies. Well, we got a young girl that's gone. But let me tell you, there was drama, there was beef before they traveled to Cabo. I guarantee you. There were signs there to let Shanquella know these are not her friends. These are not people who mourn when you mourn, who hurt when you hurt, and who celebrate when you celebrate. These are not those types of people. And that's okay, but you got to recognize that, and then you'll move accordingly. This problem seems to be very prevalent amongst females. I've dated quite a few females. I have a sister. I have cousins, female cousins. I have a mom, of course. And females get betrayed the most by their friends. It doesn't really happen a lot. I don't think it's prevalent amongst men because we're kind of iffy. Typically, we're iffy about who we let in our circle, who we call friends. And men know when you cross certain lines, it could bring harm to you. The consequences can be severe. But aside from that, it's just something innately in us that says that's not cool, that's not kosher, that's not the way to move. It's something built inside of us that says that's not manly, that's not on the up and up. And so we just don't do certain things, typically. Or we won't befriend certain people. But I think women, and correct me if I'm wrong, women, I think women have a wanting, a need to be amongst other women, to be a part of something. Women deal with a lot of insecurities. I mean, from a young age. I'm talking about probably as young as 4 or 5. Insecurities about what they're wearing, what they're not wearing, their hair, their look, all kind of stuff, man. And I think there's a reason for that, a natural reason for that. I think I won't get too deep into it, but I think that's to keep the woman somewhat humble, and not to get too off balance. You know what I'm saying? You really think about it, a woman can really, really be off balance, man, if she didn't have something to humble her. Women are the most beautiful creatures in the world. So just think about if she had like nothing, no insecurities. Man, that could be pretty damaging to the world. All right. And men have their insecurities also to keep us balanced. But women will be in a group of female friends or befriend females that they really don't even mess with like that. Or let's say you got 10 traveling friends. 5 may not mess with the other 5, but they'll still travel together. I dated this woman and I had a bunch of female friends. And it was weird to me because I don't hang with a lot of people. I don't befriend a lot of people, what I call friends. So I was like, you trust all these women? Like, you tight with all these women? And she thought about it. She's like, no, I don't trust her. I don't trust her. I don't trust her. I was like, so why are you friends with these women if you don't trust them? And she really couldn't answer me. And she finally said, well, we've known each other since we were kids. We've known each other since college. Or I've known this person for 15 years. But she doesn't trust these particular women. But she's friends with them. She travels with them. She has them at her home. She has them around her guy. Yeah, I don't think men rock like that. I may be wrong. It may just be me. Yeah, I don't rock like that. Man, if I can't trust a brother to be alone with my woman, yeah, he ain't my partner. He ain't my friend. He's not even in my world. Yeah, he's not in my circle. I gotta trust you, man, to be around my kids, to be around my friends, my other friends, not violating, be around my woman. I gotta be able to have some loose money around, my wallet around, and know it's not gonna come up missing. But women will be around women they do not trust. It's really confusing. It's a weird thing. But like I said, women have a longing to be in groups. And women, you just gotta be careful. I think some things are just naturally gonna be. I don't think that longing or wanting to be amongst women and having that friendship, that camaraderie with other women will leave. I don't think it should leave. But I think you gotta be wise and just move more wisely and trust your instincts, trust your intuition. That's a woman's gift, for intuition. And sometimes you'll trust it when it comes to men on the romantic tip sometimes, but you gotta trust it with your female so-called friends. You gotta trust it there too. Don't put yourselves in situations that are not healthy for you. But yeah, these women were not her friends. These dudes that were on the trip, you know, it's not the kind of dudes I roll with. You know, it sounds like, you know, they were batting for the other team. And hey, to each his own. But I believe when you got that kind of energy, the masculine energy in you that would normally say, hey, we ain't rocking like that. No, women would not be fighting. No, that's enough. Stop. The masculine energy in you that would bring order typically is absent. And these things will happen. But guys recording a woman getting beat by a so-called friend. Yeah, that's not supposed to happen on a man's watch. You know, I don't like seeing women fight. I break it up. I'll break it up, man. And so it's just a thing, man. And if you call yourself a friend to this girl, like, why would you hit her so ferociously? Like, that was anger behind those hits, the kicks. And even if friends fight, there's a boundary, there's a limit if we're truly friends. I had a mix up with a friend and we both felt disrespected. And I guess we both felt it was beyond us talking it out. So we had to mix it up. And our women were there. But we loved each other. We respected each other. We loved each other. But there had to be more respect established at this particular time. And so we mixed it up. Man, not a punch was thrown. Not a punch was thrown. And we didn't agree upon this. I knew I didn't want to hurt him like that. And I think he didn't want to hurt me like that. But we knew we had to come to an understanding, establish some things. So we grappled and wrestled. And he outweighed me 100 pounds. And so, you know, it didn't end up like he thought it was going to end up. But the love was there. And in the mix of us grappling, I'm talking about, man, it seems like we were going at it for like 30 minutes, bro. He broke his leg. And his girl yelled, his leg is broken. So I immediately stopped, you know, and I immediately stopped. And when I stopped, I grabbed him, I hugged him, I whispered in his ear, I said, you know, I really could do you in right now. You know that, right? And he just laughed. And he went on to the hospital and got that taken care of. But my point is, we had to mix it up. But there was no real anger behind it because we loved one another. It's just something we had to do. I didn't see that with these women. I didn't see that. I saw one woman, looks like she was unconscious. Shanquella was unconscious, looked like. And the so-called friend just went at her like a stranger, like an enemy. Yeah, that was no love in that. There was no love in it. Women, if you're fortunate enough to get with a man that cares about you, that loves you, listen to him. He'll tell you if you got some 100 friends or not. He'll tell you. This kind of stuff doesn't happen with a woman who's connected to a solid brother. It just doesn't happen. Yeah, she was with the wrong crowd. And she probably suffered from insecurities. Most likely, that placed her on this trip with some people that didn't mess with her like that. Because no way does this type of energy began in Cabo. This happened before they left. This has been going on. This type of energy, this type of disdain has been going on. And I wouldn't be surprised if it's like a trap. If these so-called friends discussed it before they traveled, like when we touch down, I'm getting with this chick. Yeah, we fighting. I wouldn't be surprised if this was discussed beforehand. But yeah, know who you are. Pay attention to the signs. Surround yourself with people who love you and respect you, and who you love and respect. Hey, and let's just do unto others as we would have them do unto us. As always, toasters, from me to you, love, peace.